Out of all the rookies this season, the one who's arguably exceeded my expectations the most is Scottie Barnes. The 4th overall pick in the 2021 NBA draft by the Toronto Raptors was known for having a high motor, being a versatile Swiss Army knife two-way forward in the mold of a Draymond Green type that didn't involve a lot of scoring coming out of Florida State. However, in his rookie season, Scottie has shown a lot of signs as a scorer that nothing about his priors to the league suggested he would be able to show this early on in his NBA career. Scottie already has all the physical tools, intangibles, and wiring to be a solid NBA player at the very least, but the scoring that he has shown as a rookie despite not even being a top 4 option on his team is really impressive. In today's video, I'll be breaking down the film of Scottie Barnes and why I believe he's a future All-NBA level player. Quickly before we get into today's video, I've noticed that only 9.7% of you guys that watch my videos happen to be subscribed. So if you happen to fall into the other 90.3% that watch these videos and happen to not be subscribed and you like basketball content, I really think this is the channel for you. So if you haven't already, like, subscribe, hit notification bell, I'm notified whenever I release a video. I make videos breaking down the film of NBA players, so if that interests you, this is the channel for you. Let's try to get 100 likes on this video so YouTube will recommend it to others. That being said, let's talk about Scottie Barnes. Scottie Barnes has great physical tools, standing at around 6'8". I know he's listed at either 6'7" or 6'9", depending on the site that you look at, but at the combine, he officially was listed at 6'8" with shoes on, and hot take, I think most basketball players play basketball in some form of shoe or sneaker, so yeah, I think I'm going to call him 6'8". That being said, he's also 225 pounds with a 7'3" wingspan. On top of these really good physical tools, Scottie Barnes has very good straight line speed and lateral movement skills as well. Barnes has all the physical tools that you look for in a modern day forward. Good height, good strength, long arms, and good movement skills. But like any good basketball player, it's not just about the physical tools, it's also about the basketball skills as well. Barnes has been a very good scorer around the basket as a rookie. He shoots 68.1% in the restricted area and 59.1% on layups, both these on decent volume. He also has great effort as well, really good on tip shots, shoots 64.1% on those type of tip shots on 39 attempts, and he has a good hook shot as well, shooting 54.3% on 92 total attempts in that shot type area. His efficiency within 8 feet in general is impressive at 60.3% on 451 attempts, which is around half of the shot attempts that he's taken this season. A decent amount of the offense that Barnes produces is not a result of self-creation or plays being run for him, although I think he's capable of self-creating. I do think that they do run some plays for him. It's very clear that he is just not somebody that is the primary focus of the team's offense, because he's not even top 4 in field goal attempts per game on the team. He's behind Fred VanVleet, Pascal Siakam, Gary Trent Jr., and OG Anunoby in this category. But he's still averaging 15 points per game, despite not even being a top 4 option on the team when everyone is healthy. And this is a really good Raptors team as well, so to have a 15 point per game season as a rookie on a team like this is impressive. In a way, it kind of reminds me a bit of Jaylen Brown, where Jaylen Brown's a player that can get production despite not having the high usage all the time, but is also capable of having high usage, I would say. And I think Barnes could trend to be that kind of player in offense, which can be very valuable and make him very versatile in the lineups that you put him in. His scoring around the basket is really a result of hustle, in my opinion, and taking advantage of his opportunities. And that really speaks to his motor and the kind of player that he is. Scottie has also been very encouraging as a shooter, in my opinion, and that really says something, because I'll be honest with you, his priors, whether it be high school, AAU, college, FIBA, whatever, they really didn't suggest he would be this good of a shooter early on in his rookie year. He always had a willingness to take open jump shots, but he never tried to take jumpers if he didn't have to at the previous levels. But Barnes has taken 440 jump shot attempts as a rookie, which account for a little over half of his field goal attempts. And he's shooting 38% on these jump shots, which may not be a great number or an out of this world number, but for somebody that really showed no signs as a jump shooter prior to the NBA, it's a rather impressive number in my opinion. He's also been a good mid-range shooter, one of the better ones among rookies at 42.8% on 138 attempts from the mid-range, and while his 3-point shooting numbers aren't great, he's shooting 30%, which is well below league average. It's 5% below league average to be exact. I do think 2.5 attempts per game is an encouraging sign for growing confidence. Overall, I think Scottie has a lot of room to grow as a shooter, but the early signs in his rookie season are encouraging. The confidence and improvement he's made this early on is the sign of a very good work ethic. And I do think becoming a baseline level average shooter from 3 and a decent shooter from the mid-range to potentially a good shooter from the mid-range is well within the cards for Scottie, and given everything else that he already does, this could just expand his game even more. Scottie has always been a good passer at every level he's played at, and that's continued in the NBA as well. 3.5 assists per game may not seem like much, and the assist to turnover ratio can be shaky, and the amount of bad pass turnovers he has is rather high, but considering he really is the fourth option on the team, like, this isn't a joke. The numbers back this up, both field goal attempt wise and usage percentage wise. And he's playing with two guys averaging 5+ assists per game, those two players being Fred VanVleet and Pascal Siakam. His low assist numbers make sense when you add this context, is the point I'm trying to make. Scottie is a very smart passer that has good vision and decent creativity. He has a good handle that can expand his passing ability as well. He's capable of running PNR, and he passes well in transition as well. While I think primary initiator is a stretch, I do think Scottie can grow into a player that can run the offense at times and be a full-time secondary and part-time primary initiator. Scottie is one of the smartest passing forward prospects I have ever seen. I think Scottie could legitimately be a 7+ assists per game guy at his best if he expands on his already great passing gifts and gets more opportunities. In a few years, if Scottie is a top 3 playmaking forward in basketball, I wouldn't be shocked at all. Scottie has a great motor, and that's evident when you watch him play on the court, and it's very clear he loves playing basketball. I always thought Scottie was a high floor prospect due to the frame, passing, defense, feel for the game, and motor, but the scoring being as real as it is has really raised the ceiling in my opinion, and has exceeded all expectations I ever placed on him before the NBA. Improvements like the ones that he has made are signs of a great work ethic, because to improve the way that he has requires a great work ethic. And Scottie is a player that has all the potential in the world because of the gifts he has physically, but also the wiring and work ethic as well. Scottie could legitimately be an all-NBA level player at his best, which is a very high ceiling, because that means I believe he could be one of the 15 best players in the world. I think he can average around 22, 10, 7 while playing elite defense on a winning team, and there aren't many players that could do that, and I think Scottie is capable of doing that at his best. He does all the things you want a winning basketball player to do, and has room to grow in areas that can make him even more dangerous. Scottie has silenced all doubts that some had when he was taken 4th overall, when many thought that he wouldn't be the pick. The future is bright for Scottie, and he's a perfect example of what the modern NBA is really all about. But that's the end of this video. If you've made this point, thank you so much. It means a lot to me that you guys watch these videos. Again, if you fall into that 90.3% of people that watch these videos and happen to not be subscribed, and you made to this point, might as well subscribe, because I think you probably saw something that you enjoyed if you watched the entire video. Again, thank you for almost 700 subscribers. We're about 20 away from that at the time of me recording this. We're growing very rapidly over the past few days, and I think that we can reach 1K subs sooner than later. And I really appreciate the support that you guys have shown on this channel. But with that being said, have a nice day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.